Hello, I'm not ready to start vlogging yet. This is me just vlogging early before the vlog really starts. Just wanted to say that, you know, I got this from Primark, whatever you want to call it, and the loop was just literally too small to fit over that button. Well, it was very easily fixable with a hair bobble, just looped over there. So, right, I'll vlog properly now. Now I am vlogging properly. Hello, it is a midweek day today and I'm actually going out today. It's raining though, which isn't best start to the day. But anyway, never mind. So I'm going to university, but I'm not going to go and study. The undergraduates, i.e. the degree students, that's what comes before the MA. I'm doing a postgraduate, they're doing the main degree. They've got their recitals today, well, ongoing all week, but there's two in particular that I'm going to go in especially to see. They're people that were in my gamelan class and some other ensembles as well, so I've got to know them over the last year and I would like to go and see their recitals, so I'm going to. They're not as long as mine was. Theirs are, I think they're 10 minutes each, something like that. But after that I need to go and get my flute, which has been being serviced, which has whatever. It got serviced, it's ready for collection, so I'm going to go and get that and I'll find out if there was anything that could be done with that B foot joint as well, because it was just, it didn't fit. It was only cheap. I actually got a partial refund on it because I decided I wanted to send it back, but it was China and I hadn't read the returns policy. I am naive. I am used to Amazon. I just assumed eBay, being a main competitor of Amazon, would have an identical returns policy. It doesn't. So if I wanted to have a full refund, I would have had to have personally paid for the shipping back to China, which would have been not very financially viable to do. So I decided to accept a partial refund. I don't know what flutes this could possibly fit. I wonder if it's a faulty item, because one of my flutes is a Yamaha, my cheaper model is a Yamaha, and it's such a mainstream instrument that if it doesn't even fit that, I think it's just too small. Anyway, I've left it with the flute fixer. I said, if you break it trying, I'm really not going to lose any sleep over it, you know. If you can do anything with it at all, basically that's a bonus. So let's see if she managed to do anything with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to cut my losses on that one, really, and learn from my mistake and check return policies before ordering things. After that, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch up with IB on the phone and see where he's at with his work doings, because he might have various site visits and have to be around places. So there's only certain times that he'll be able to collect me from his local station, so I will coordinate that with him. So any surplus time I'll probably spend in Ikea drinking a cup of tea and doing some editing in a cafe or something like that. So I'm not quite sure how today's going to go, but it's all flexible. And the reason I'm going to IB's is because we've got a lengthy rehearsal, probably something like 7:30 till 11 PM or something like that. We're practicing for a private booking that we've got coming up that have commissioned us to learn a lot of songs. And we're nearly there, to be honest. We've worked on it strategically. I scheduled it from about January onwards. I said, right, we've got to do 10, let's do 2 a month. And we have. So we're on top of things there. Right, I'm going to go and pack my bits up. My 500-piece puzzle's coming on. I spent some time on that yesterday. Thoroughly enjoyed that in the evening. It's just so quick to do compared to the 1,000 pieces. I've got that feeling back again. You know when you're a child and you're really excited and you get a thrill of excitement thinking about a new toy that's coming, and maybe Christmas morning you get it and you're just so excited to play with it. I'm like that about my puzzles. At my age, I can't believe it. I didn't think I'd ever be able to feel like that about something again. I do. So I literally schedule in half an hour of puzzles sometimes to, I don't know, about 5 o'clock in the evening or something, if I'm working at home all day on my own, and I look forward to it all day, and it's like my reward for working hard, you know, and it keeps me on track. If I'm starting to flag a bit, I think, yeah, but at 5 o'clock I can do puzzle. If I keep going now, I get this done in time. What am I like? Anyway, I'd like to be there. Look, it's a lovely ocean, soothing and cooling looking. You know what I've been doing. Editing on the train. The weather is a bit crap, if I'm honest with you. I did manage to make it to the station without getting wet though. I've lost my blinking umbrella. Well, I haven't. I know exactly where my umbrella is. It's in my friend's house where we had the concertina gathering the other day. It's there. I checked with him. He's going to keep it safe for me, but I rarely ever see him, so I think I need to get myself another one to tide me over in the interim. In fact, I need another 2, to be honest, because my one is broken and we have kind of 2 in the household. And 1 crappy one, and I think the crappy one's days are numbered. It's intact at the moment. Oh, here comes the rain now, starting to streak raindrops across the window. Yeah, I've got one in my bag, it's intact. Don't know if it's going to stay intact. Guess where I am? So I've timed today so that I had time to pop to Lidl, get myself a nice fresh bakery item so I can sit and eat it in the half an hour before the concert starts. I'm going to go for the goat's cheese one. Oh, I really fancy those roasted hazelnuts. $3.29 a bag for 200 grams. But the thing is, I don't dare because my daughter's nut allergy. The only thing she's alright with is almonds, so I just stick to those. Oh, she's alright with peanuts, but they're not nuts, are they? Walnuts are the worst nemesis. Pecan nuts, love those. I'm just in the middle of Lidl. Oh, Tower Clothes Era 19.99. It's hard to see what shape that is at the moment with it all folded up. See if I can find a picture. There will be one. Oh, it's a tall one. It's a tall one, look, can you see? We had one like that in France very briefly when we were staying for a few days in an Airbnb. To be honest, I prefer my horizontal one that, you know, everything just hangs down through gaps. I much prefer it, honestly. Oh, see, I've been using flipping plastic crayons instead of highlighters at the moment to highlight through my done things on my to-do lists. And I think I'm actually beginning to prefer it. I switched because I've been using highlighter pen, but one particular one of my fountain pen inks, like, it doesn't matter how dry it is, you highlight over it and it smudges all over the place and it wrecks the highlighter. So I switched temporarily to my plastic crayons that I've had from years ago, and I actually prefer it. I should go and pay for this and go eat it. I've got some fruit in my bag as well to have. Time to tuck into this. I bought myself some fizzy water as well, but I'm going to have it afterwards. I haven't only got about 20 minutes. I've come up to the top floor to hide so I could get the camera out, basically. The foreboding "do not enter, examination in progress" sign is outside in black and white, and oh, it makes me nervous looking at it. Nervous for the people inside. So how did they get on, the pair of them? See, there was one and then another, and they both did really, really well. Oh my goodness, here we go. I'm so glad I went to those anyway. Yeah, just really proud of both of them. So they must be absolutely buzzing now because they finished their degrees now. That was their end of degree recital. Anyway, I'm off to Grangetown now on the train. 2 trains, I think. Yeah, definitely 2 trains. Changing already, and on the vlog it always looks like it was very quick, but that actually literally was. Very quick hop. So, rucksack back on and off we go. Oh, right, just off the second train. I've been chatting with somebody that I know on the train, so that's why I didn't get the camera out. I am so ready to get my flute back now. I've been practicing on my second spare flute for a best part of a week now, and I'm really grateful to have it. I really am. It's absolute godsend at times like this, but I don't know if I miss my sort of more professional range model, shall we say. So yeah, the fingers are looking forward to getting that back again. So yeah, I had a good old chinwag on the train, catching up with an old friend, one of my musician friends actually. She's a generation older than I am, and her granddaughter used to play with my daughter. They were the same age, within a few months of each other. I need to figure out what time I'm going to be available and then communicate with my boyfriend about meeting up on a train station somewhere, probably his local one. Ikea car park is partly closed off, this bit is anyway. The rest of it's fine. I couldn't resist. I'm thinking about a cup of tea. It's the perfect honest truth. I've got my flute, and the foot attachment that makes it go down to a low note is working now. I'll tell you about that in a minute when I got a bit better opportunity. It's always blooming windy. Every time I come by here, this particular place, there's always a lot of wind, so I wonder if it's just one of those areas. These doors always take so long to open. Whoop. These ones are going very slowly. Let's see if they speed up now. Whoop. Yes. Slightly unnerving because you kind of don't know what you're aiming for and you don't know what speed it's going to be. It's school chuck-out time, school closing time, whatever you call it these days. So I don't know if that means the cafe is going to be very crowded or not. Cup of tea. I hope I don't need to scan a QR code. Do I want, because I just want a cup of tea, hot water. I forgot to put the tea bag in. Oh. Do I have to press anything?
I think it only works. Yeah, you've got to get it done.
Well, I got there in the end. The man had to come and put a thing on the machine. You're supposed to scan your receipt, but as I was paying, the receipt was getting jammed, and every time I forget you've got to scan your receipt to make the hot drink machine work. But anyway, he came out with a little thing on a lanyard and sorted it out for me. I've done something unusual. I've actually got myself a little tasty something. I'll show you. Fancied a tasty morsel for one. Little. It was £3.50, so it wasn't the cheapest snack in the world, but anyway, not bad. So I quite fancied that. I've always fancied that for years when I've seen it. But I've always been getting like proper food. But I ate, I don't know, 2.5 hours ago, and I'm not starving, but I'm a bit peckish. And I've got fruit in my bag as well, so I'll have that afterwards. So I'm going to collect my thoughts, have some tea, have a bit of calm and quiet, and then look at the train times to my boyfriend's place and then give him a ring and see which is the most convenient for him to come and pick me up from. Let's try this salmon. First trying it without that saucy stuff that it's with. Nice. We're going to try the saucy stuff. I can detect dill. First I thought it tasted of salad cream. That was the first hit, but then I tasted dill and it is quite nice. So I think I will, I will dip some in, I think. Very pleasant. Not something you can eat one-handed very easily with a camera in the other hand. But anyway, oh, come on, off you get. Let's dip it in. Oh, come on, I'm making a mess. I think I might prefer it without that. Cup of tea looks like it's almost ready, so I might go and dispose of that tea bag. Oh no, my banana was too long to fit in the case. It is absolutely, look how squashed it got. It ended up behind my laptop, between that and my back, in my bag. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm going to eat whatever's edible. I mean, mashed banana is nice, so maybe it'll just be nice. You may not believe this, but that banana was perfectly edible and actually quite nice. Honestly, we don't eat the peel, so I guess we shouldn't look at the peel as a gauge of what the inside's going to taste like. It certainly didn't match up on this occasion. Anyway, I need to get a better case for this flute foot joint. So it's working now. So she had to make a few modifications for it. She had a few problems. She said it is obviously very, very cheaply made. A bit fell off and she had to solder it back on. She tried to stretch it and it just went pyoing and fell off. So we got some solder marks here. But I only really need it for like the B. Like it comes about 3 or 4 times in the whole piece. So there we are. Yeah, it does seem to be working now. It's a little bit of a squeeze to get it on. She ended up cutting a bit out of the inside there in the end because it wouldn't stretch. It just started to fall apart. This came off. I don't think it's meant to be soldered on. I think it's meant to be part of the whole solid thing. But anyway, it's working after a fashion. She's thought outside the box a bit and got it going. Only I could somehow or another find myself on a blocked off footpath. Everything was blocked off, like the bit where you cross over the road was blocked off, so I had to get around it. I ended up in a flower bed or something. I don't know. I'm going this way anyway. It's about 12 minutes walk to the station and I've got 20 minutes till my train, so I don't need to rush. I'm waiting for the train at Grangetown and I'm very pleased to report that they now have a decent shelter for people to wait in, because all the years me and Izzy used to come here for a group that she did, well, several groups, it was rubbish. It was like a really high roof with no sides and the rain just came in sideways. You can see all the rooftops from up here. Oh no, girl. I don't feel worried about this one. There's one by there in the distance. I've got my old handy cam with me. It's so good for zooming, but the picture quality is not very good. You can fiddle about with the lighting and colour when you're editing though and make it a lot more usable. Train's coming. Mustn't lose that jumper.
Caerphilly. The next stop is Cardiff Central.
Get a nice view of Penarth Road from up here. I was only going one stop.
After folks got to the train on platform 8 when leaving the train, in the interest of safety and security,
We're slowing down. I wonder if we are waiting for platform clearance at all, maybe. Oh no, maybe not. No, we're moving. It's all good. There's a freight train crawling through the station very, very slowly. I'm not sure if this train's just pulled in now and gone right to the end of the platform, which is why everyone's walking that way. I'm not sure if that's mine. I'm going to find out. Answer is no, it doesn't. It's the wrong one. It's the next one I want. It's nearly time to get off. I've been listening to stuff we got work on tonight from scratch from me on Spotify, and I need to start notating some of the key parts, stretching out a bit, but I need to get the lyrics. But anyway, I've got to pack away now and get off. I'll probably carry on at my boyfriend's place because he's going to be busy working anyway. We are going to have chips, and so are they. They're already having chips, aren't you, boys? Are you enjoying that? Oh, chucking it up in the air. I hope to try that eating technique in a minute.
Good for them, probably not.
I don't know. I kind of imagine it's better than white bread.
Really?
Well, it's more natural. I don't know. It's the answer to that.
They're loving it anyway, aren't
They're loving it.
they? Yeah, I'm getting down there. I don't feel for that.
Ivy and I are bird watching right now, waiting for chips, basically. He said, oh, look at that one. He's having a good old watching the other ones. See if there's any leftovers, I think. Oh, he's gone. That one's still there, though. Whoop. We're outside the theatre. It's a theatre, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a borough theatre. Yeah. We have now got chip ears. They're very, very hot and freshly cooked. We've managed to chop fish in half, and I'm thinking we could pick it up by the paper because the cutlery is not looking very substantial. This is our view for our chippy picnic. Sometime later, chips have been eaten. We've come back to my boyfriend's place. We had an hour. I've been messing around with my footage actually on my laptop since I've been back. But I've also been trying out my new foot joint, which I can't believe now works. So this is the lowest note that I have had since I was 9 years old, which is 41 years ago. Oh my gosh. And now my new lowest note is... Anyway, flute mender person's done a fantastic job of taking this whole thing apart and cleaning it. She has oiled things that need oiling inside. She's replaced a few bits that needed replacing. I'd bust another pad and didn't realise. I tell you what, I'm going through them like nobody's business at the moment these days. So yeah, very happy. That cost about €300 less than it does in Lisbon, though that said, in Lisbon they do a lot more stuff because what they'll do is they'll reform the body like it warps over time, and what they have tended to do in Lisbon is to put this on a machine and gradually change it over 2 weeks, day by day, little bit by bit by bit. And she hasn't done that. But the last time I went to Lisbon, they didn't need to do it. Anyway, they said it was fine and it wasn't warping. So anyway, I'm going to get on and do some practice now before the rehearsal. But do you know what? I've checked how much I've filmed, and I know this isn't a terribly, terribly short vlog, so I'm going to leave it here with the vlog today. So I'm going to just go and rehearse without vlogging. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe to watch more content from me. Click on a playlist on the screen right now if you'd like to watch some more videos from me right now. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh, and I finished that off that I was doing on the train. That's all I need really in the way of rehearsal notes. And if I need to make any more, I will do it in rehearsal.